Hey, if you're over 60 and you want to protect your brain, lower your blood pressure, and fight inflammation at the same time with food that's already at your grocery store right now, you need to watch this video. These 5 foods do things that most people have no idea about. My name is Joel. They call me the blood pressure guy, but I've been a nurse and a naturopath for over 20 years, and these 5 foods should have been on your plate a long time ago. You see, nobody sits you down and says this one mineral is quietly running your brain, your blood pressure, and your nervous system all at the same time. And most people over 60 are dangerously low in it and have no clue. That conversation doesn't happen in a 7-minute doctor's visit, so I'm going to have it with you right now. The mineral we're going to talk about is magnesium. And today, every single food on this list either contains it directly or works with it to do something powerful in your body. So, we're talking about 5 foods, but if you need a magnesium supplement, Max Calm is a great supplement. It contains citrate and glycinate in a powder form, which is really bioavailable. So if you need the supplement, get your link in this video. Also, these 5 foods contain magnesium, which is one of the best ways to get your magnesium. Food number 1 is spinach. And I don't mean a little garnish on the side of a plate. I mean a real serving of spinach. Cooked spinach is one of the most magnesium-dense foods on the planet. 1 cup of cooked spinach gives you nearly 40% of your daily magnesium requirement in just one sitting. Magnesium is the mineral that relaxes everything. Your blood vessels relax, your pressure drops, your brain relaxes, your anxiety goes down. And here's what makes spinach different from everything else. It also contains something called nitrates, natural nitrates, not the chemical kind. Your body converts these nitrates into nitric oxide, and nitric oxide is the molecule that opens your blood vessels. Same target as your blood pressure pills, same molecule. So spinach is hitting your blood pressure from 2 directions at once. Magnesium, it relaxes the vessels, and nitric oxide opens them wide. That is a 1-2 combination from a single vegetable. Listen, you don't have to take notes. Just save this video, share it. Also comment and tell me what you think about these magnesium sources and which one is your favorite. Number 2 is dark chocolate, but don't get excited. I'm talking about 85% cacao or higher and not the extra sugar added, not the candy bar, real dark chocolate. Here's what it does. Dark chocolate is loaded with magnesium. 1 ounce of 85% dark chocolate gives you about 15% of your daily magnesium. But that's not really the headline. The headline is flavanols. Flavanols are a compound in cacao that directly increase blood flow to the brain. Not just generally, though, specifically to the parts of the brain that handle memory and decision making. So a study published in Nature Science found that high flavanol cacao improved memory function in older adults in just 3 months. It also contains nitric oxide production from the flavanols. So again, the same that helps to relax your blood vessels and lower your blood pressure. But make sure that if sugar is the first ingredient, get a different kind. Number 3 is almonds. So what most people don't know about almonds is that they are one of the highest magnesium foods you can snack on. They also contain vitamin E. That's the fat-soluble antioxidant that protects your brain cells from oxidative damage. Again, don't take notes. Just save this video, comment, and share. But let me be specific about what that does. The vitamin E protects your brain cells because they're made of fat. And when oxidative stress occurs, the membranes on your cells die and start to break down. So vitamin E puts a shield around those membranes. A study in the Journal of American Medical Association found that high vitamin E intake was linked to significantly lower cognitive decline in older adults. This is how you stay out of the nursing home. So almonds produce nitric oxide because they also contain arginine. That's an amino acid, and that's what helps produce the nitric oxide. So almonds, man, it does three things at once. The magnesium in the almond, the vitamin E, and the arginine, all doing three things at once in your body to protect your brain and lower your blood pressure. Number 4 is avocado. Contains potassium and fiber, which are so vitally important for people over 60 especially. And the potassium helps lower sodium, which lowers your blood pressure naturally. And the fiber helps to keep your serotonin levels high by feeding your gut good GLP-1s. Number 5 is black beans, which for people who think eating healthy is expensive, this is a great go-to because black beans are one of the cheapest foods you can buy and one of the most powerful for your brain and blood pressure. They're high in magnesium and folate. I've talked about folate before. It actually lowers homocysteine, which is the damage that occurs in your blood vessels in your brain and causes a risk of stroke and dementia. So black beans also contain resistant starch, and that is a good food for your gut bacteria. In your gut, like I said, produces about 90% of your body's serotonin, which is the neurotransmitter that controls mood, sleep quality, and emotional stability. So when your gut is healthy, your brain chemistry is more stable. When your gut is inflamed, your brain is also inflamed. So black beans feed the gut that feeds the brain. So for blood pressure, the fiber is shown in clinical studies to lower both systolic and diastolic blood pressure through multiple mechanisms. So I love black beans with avocado. That is a great meal. You can eat them canned, but make sure you rinse them to get a lot of that sodium off of them. But spinach, dark chocolate, almonds, avocado, black beans, every single one of these works with magnesium or delivers it directly to your body. And it is doing the heavy lifting of lowering your blood pressure, helping your sleep, helping your brain and your nervous system every single day. If you're interested in a blood pressure challenge, comment BP in the comments below, and I will send you the link for your own personalized blood pressure challenge. And again, if you'd like your own magnesium supplement, I recommend Natural Vitality Max Calm. It contains magnesium citrate and glycinate in powder form, which is what you need. Get rid of the pills, get the powder. Remember, genetics writes the recipe, but lifestyle bakes the cake. My name is Joel, the blood pressure guy. Be your own doctor.